I wake up at 4 o'clock. Then after that, I prepare breakfast for my kids. At 5 a.m., I wake them up. I wash them, I prepare them, give them breakfast. At 6 sharp, they go to school. Then after I take them to school myself, then I come back to the house and then I prepare myself, I go out. When I have not bought the njugus, I go to Uganda, buy some groundnuts, come back, then I prepare them, I process them. After that, I make sure it is into peanut, I pack them and then I go to the market. I'm Edna Mudibo, I'm a cross-border trader, I'm a mother of 5 and I'm married. The biggest challenge that I had, 1, how to find the market. 2, I didn't know the border procedures. 3, exchange rates. I was making less profit, very little. But since Sauti came with the platform of how to cross the border with those groundnuts, we are now able to move freely. It makes me to make a good profit in my business. Now I'm able to take my kids to school.
Sauti is a mobile trade and market information platform that ensures that traders are able to access tailor-made information that could enable them to legally, safely and of course more profitably trade across the borders.
It's estimated that the annual value of informal small-scale trade in the East African community is $2 billion a year. And it's also estimated that around 16 million East Africans engage in some form of cross-border trade. So cross-border trade is really key to food security, to job creation and employment in East Africa.
The most basic of firms can access the services we offer. We provide the current exchange rates for 6 countries in East Africa.
When I wake up, the first thing I do is to look for what is the exchange rate of today before I come out of my bed. So by the time I'm going to the money changer, I already know what I'm expecting. He will not cheat me now. That one has been solved now.
We also provide them with the current market prices for over 100 commodities in 75 markets that have been spread in these East African countries.
I was not involved in the business of soybeans, but when I checked on the prices of goods in the Sauti platform, I got soybeans very cheap. I said, only this, just because of Sauti.
When they move from Kenya to Uganda to go source goods from Uganda, they're not aware of the trading procedures, they're not aware of the taxes and tariffs applicable to their goods. So what we do, we provide them with this information on their phone.
We now know when you are crossing borders, how to start, where to go to.
So the other thing we facilitate, we enable them to give us reports.
There are cases of corruption that are reported, there are cases of harassments that are reported, there are cases of theft that there are muggings, insecurity. Those are challenges that still exist.
So what we do, we give them a platform where they can raise their voices and tell us what is going on.
Since July 2017, we've assisted over 2,000 traders across Kenya and Uganda with 8,000 requests for trade and market information.
In the past, trade used to be carried out by those who have the resources, big businesses. But now Sauti has been able to take care of the small and medium enterprises. They are now able to compete at par in terms of market information with the big businesses.
So our plans currently are to scale the platform across the East African community within the next 2 years. However, we also believe the platform can be replicated in other regional economic communities and really across the African continent. Key to the success of the project has been this very unique partnership we've had with our counterpart in Uganda, the East African Sub-Regional Support Initiative for the Advancement of Women.
We want to see everyone enjoying the rights, the whole society, people enjoying their rights as citizens, and we want to see empowered women.
We are also very grateful to the GIZ EAC Incubator for integration and development in East Africa for supporting our project. As a first priority, East African member states need to commit to the full implementation of the Common Market Protocol. Secondly, I think they need to make trade facilitation interventions very inclusive in their design. I think this will really benefit the 16 million East Africans who trade across borders.
And now I don't rely on other people, but I'm independent. Although I'm getting little, but I'm independent. My wish for the future is that this business to grow in a large scale, so I should be able to have my own shop. I found joy because when you sit at home, your heart will be, it won't be in peace because you don't have something to eat. You don't know when your kids come back what you will do. But right now, I have a joy in what I'm doing. In fact, it is joyful.
David is doing what?
Kiki.
Right, Kiki.